Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 22nd, 2025, and Barcelona have confirmed the injury of Pau Cubarsi. Also, the club have received a boost as 3 more players have been released by their national squad. And finally, Hansi Flick has greenlit the operation to renew Wojciech Szczesny. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin this video with the bad news that Barcelona have confirmed the injury of Pau Cubarsi. Now Cubarsi received a knock to his right ankle while on international duty with Spain in Spain's draw against the Netherlands 2-2. And even though Luis de la Fuente did confirm that the injury was not serious and that Pau Cubarsi was expected to be available for the second match during this international break, he was eventually released from Spain's training camp. He returned to the city of Barcelona, and today he underwent medical exams where the club confirmed his injury through the following statement. The tests conducted this morning at the Ciudad Esportiva Jean Gamper have shown that first-team player Pau Cubarsi has an elongation of the anterior tibiofibular ligament in his right ankle. He will undergo conservative treatment, and his tolerance to activity will be re-evaluated in 48 hours. So Barcelona confirming that Cubarsi is indeed injured. He will undergo conservative treatment for the next 48 hours, and on Monday he will undergo new medical exams, and those exams will determine how long Pau Cubarsi will be out. For now, initial reports are stating that it's not a serious injury and that Pau Cubarsi could be very well be back by Thursday for that Osasuna match on March 27th. But nonetheless, we will know for sure on Monday when Pau Cubarsi undergoes new medical exams. Now, more bad news because, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Lewandowski has also picked up a knock during this FIFA international break. Now, the Polish striker scored the winning goal in the match between Poland and Lithuania that ended 1-0. And after his goal, he was seen grabbing his leg. He was seen stretching, and then eventually he requested to be subbed out. And it looks like he had actually been suffering a discomfort for quite some time. 3 matches actually in total, so he's been feeling some discomfort since his time at Barcelona. And the Polish national team's coach spoke about this after the match. Lewandowski had a minor injury, but it's nothing serious, and I think he will be able to play in the next game. So it looks like for now Lewandowski's injury is not serious. He could be available for the second match. Hopefully he doesn't play. I think I would rather err on the side of caution. But the problem is, of course, he is the best Polish player there is. So he might end up playing. Hopefully not. And then Lewandowski also confirmed after the match that he has been feeling discomfort for quite some time. So this was not as a result of the FIFA international break, because this is what the Polish striker had to say. I've had some problems for 3 games, but today it was better. In the end, it was better to let it go so that nothing would get worse. I think everything should be fine. I hope it's not a big problem. I too hope it's not a big problem because, of course, we do need Lewandowski for the Osasuna match and the following matches. After all, he has scored a third of all of Barcelona's goals. So let's hope this is nothing serious. So let's hope he too could be available. Now, from bad news, we move on to good news because Barcelona have received a boost as Spain's under-21 team has decided to release Fermín López, Gerard Martín, and Pablo Torre. Now, all 3 reported to Spain's under-21 team, where they participated in Spain's draw against Czech Republic 2-2. They were supposed to travel to Germany. However, due to the hectic schedule that Barcelona have, both the Royal Spanish Football Federation and Spain's under-21 coach decided to release all 3 players, and all 3 players will be returning to Barcelona. So that's definitely great news, because even though the 3 of them are not starters, if the starters are not available, they'll be able to fill in. So it's good to know that at least 3 more players are returning home early, alongside, of course, Pau Cubarsi, who already has returned. Now, more good news, or I guess good news depending on how you see it, but I think it's good news because, ladies and gentlemen, Hansi Flick has greenlit the operation to extend the contract of Wojciech Szczesny. Now, as you know, Szczesny's contract expires at the end of the season. He was only signed for 1 season to replace the injured Ter Stegen. However, given his great performances so far, the club have contemplated renewing his contract. The player himself has spoken about this possibility, saying that he'll be more than happy to extend his contract, that there will be no problem. His agent had said the same exact thing, and well, now it's being reported that Hansi Flick has greenlit this operation. So it seems like all parties are on board. The coach, the club, the player, his agent. So it looks like Wojciech Szczesny will be staying at Barcelona for 1 more season. He will be, of course, the substitute of Ter Stegen, because that's how Flick wants it to be. Now, of course, the contract renewal of Wojciech Szczesny will mean that most likely Iñaki Peña will end up leaving. Of course, Iñaki's contract expires in 2026. Barcelona had contemplated renewing his contract. The player had put it on pause to see what his future is going to look like. But now, with Ter Stegen recovering soon, with Wojciech Szczesny being a second goalkeeper next season, of course, that's going to see Iñaki Peña relegated to third goalkeeper, and most likely he will look to leave during this summer transfer market. Of course, there are plenty of clubs interested in him, including Galatasaray, where he impressed while he was there on loan. Now, speaking of goalkeepers, as you know, Barcelona have been in the market in search of a young goalkeeper that could eventually replace Ter Stegen once he gets younger. But given the prices out there, you know what clubs are trying to charge for the goalkeepers, given the club's financial situation and financial fair play, it's reported that Barcelona have decided not to sign anyone and instead rely on their future bet, which is, of course, Diego Kochen. Diego Kochen is someone I've talked about in my previous video, an incredibly promising young goalkeeper, 18 years old. He is Peruvian and American, if I'm not mistaken, and Barcelona have decided to fully bet on him. So it looks like next season it's going to be Ter Stegen as the first goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny is our second goalkeeper, and Diego Kochen as the third one, so he can start getting some experience. And then, of course, eventually replace Ter Stegen once Ter Stegen decides to hang his gloves. Now, let's end this video with the news that it looks like Jonathan David continues to dream of coming to Barcelona. Now, he didn't say Barcelona specifically, but he did talk about playing in La Liga. And this is what the Canadian attacker had to say. The Premier League is much faster and more physical than the rest of the championships. But in my opinion, I grew up watching a lot of La Liga games, and it's my favorite competition. One day I would like to play there. Now, as you know, Jonathan David's contract expires at the end of the season. He will become a free agent. Barcelona considered signing him. They were tracking him for several months. Barcelona scouts were seen at his matches. They produced reports, and after contemplating and thinking about it, Barcelona decided not to go after Jonathan David because they think he wouldn't be a good fit since he's not a player that can operate really well in closed spaces. He's more of a player that needs spaces to be successful, and that's, of course, a problem because Barcelona mostly play against teams that like to park the bus, so they decided to move on from this search. Of course, Jonathan David always made it clear that he prefers to come to Barcelona. It seems like that's still the case, but of course, as you know, Barcelona have decided not to go after him. But of course, I do want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Would you like to see Barcelona trying to sign Jonathan David? Let me know down below in the comment section. Anyways, that is all for this video. We'll be uploading another video in a few moments, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.